Hey, all right. Here we go. Another episode of I'll show you how to do this. Huh? And this is just pretty much video walkthroughs for the products and tools that we have available for you on the website, CarterHughesKnowledgeInstitute.com. Once again, that's www.CarterHughesKnowledgeInstitute.com. The intention behind all of our tools is to help you be more confident and more productive in this life, right? There's a lot of opportunities out here. We want you to be in the correct mindset to take advantage of them, right? And really start to amplify your impact, which amplifies your skill level, which amplifies your compensation, right? And that's what it ultimately is about. Let's get this money, essentially, right? So here we go. We're jumping right into it. Today we're talking about the occupation breakdown template. All right, and this is one of the tools that we have on the site. You can just download it, right? When you print it out, it looks like this. But once again, you can keep these things on your phone, on your computer. You can have the electronic version of it. And the first column, it'll have you write out your occupation title, right? Or write out the occupation title that you're going for, right? And then it asks, does the organization provide a product or service or both? And it asks about the mission, asks about your interpretation of the mission statement as well, right? So this is just a tool to really help you kind of sit down and think about your job and then capture those thoughts, right? But we're going to guide you as well as far as, okay, what's the mission? Is it a product, a service, or both? And then we also have your work group functions, right? What are some of the work group functions for the job that you have? Meaning your role is part of a bigger group, right, that serves a specific function, right? That's all we're talking about. Your role in this company is part of a group of roles that serve a specific function, all right? And once you understand it from that perspective, now you can kind of see what's above you, what's below you as well, right? We're all on the ladder somewhere. Once you get a clear understanding of where you are on that ladder, you can also identify the skills you will need to continue climbing that ladder, right? So that's the work group functions. It asks, about the work group functions for your role. It asks about your role as well. And it asks also about the intelligences that you use on your job, right? And that's a major one to identify which abilities you're using, right? Because once again, if you can improve those abilities, that can improve your impact, which improves your compensation. And then we ask about the macro future as well. Every role exists within a million or billion or trillion, nowadays trillion dollar industry. So being able to see, okay, this is my role, but it's a part of this bigger industry, and that's where you are on the ladder, right? That's how you climb. When you talk about climbing, it normally comes down to three things. Technical knowledge is one of them, and we talk about this in the American Workforce Trinity as well, available on the site also. Technical knowledge is the first one. Relationships with your coworkers is the second one. Relationships that are based in service, based in use, right? I understand how this person can help me with my role, and I understand how I can help them in their role, right? So being useful on a company wide level. And then the last one is public speaking, right? Public speaking alone, having the courage to consistently speak publicly, right? Like leading the meeting, giving the briefing, giving the presentation, all those things, right? Having the courage to do that puts you in the 10% immediately, consistently over months, years, right? Being that person that they can rely on to go out and give the presentation and then also field the questions, which builds your technical knowledge once again, right? So it's just those three things that we try to get you to focus on. Technical knowledge, good relationships with your coworkers, all of them, right? We get it. It's tough, it's difficult. One thing we want you to remember about your job, though, is that it's not personal, right? These people don't know your middle name more than likely. You don't know their middle name more than likely. If you came into work one day with a different accent, the customers would not know because they do not know you. And that's okay, right? But so we got to switch the mindset. We're actually here as a part of a team to accomplish a mission, right? And every job that I've ever seen in this society, you weren't forced to do the job. You came and put on your best and smiled and all this to get the job, right? You tried to impress the people so they would give you the job, right? So all we're asking is that we really take that decision that we make seriously, right? I don't want to be complaining about a decision that I made. This is a decision that I made, right? I want to make the most of it. Once again, we're on the ladder. Wherever you are is not where you're going to end up. You're on the ladder. You add more skills. Now you're stronger. Now you can climb higher. That's really what it comes down to. We want to try to keep it simple. Once again, best things in life are simple. Don't overcomplicate them. Identify the occupation that you wish to analyze, right? That's step number one. You write the occupation title on the sheet. Right? You can print it out and write it out if you want to. We prefer that you do it on the computer though, so you have more space, right? If you write it out, if you write big or something, it could get crazy. So do it on the computer, download the form, and then fill that information out, right? Write the occupation title, and then fill in the remaining column answers, right? Asking about work group functions for your role, the mission, is it a product, a service, or both? And what is your interpretation of the mission? So you can have for yourself, right? You want to capture these thoughts. You don't want to use your head as a filing cabinet, right? That's not how things work effectively. So capture those thoughts. That way, you look at it for a while. Next week, you have ideas on how to improve things because you're looking at it from a serious perspective. And everything can be improved, right? We all know that. Every process, every product, every service can be improved. And how do you improve anything? Make it more effective, make it more efficient, right? We're keeping things simple, man, but that's what it comes down to, though. So, once again, we encourage you use the occupation breakdown template, right? Thoughtful analysis. Takes you about a week to complete it if you take it seriously. But once you have it, now you can kind of clearly identify the tools that you have and how they're going to help you to reach whatever your destination is. All right. The occupation breakdown template, once again, available on the website, www.carterhughesknowledgeinstitute.com. And this is a really good one for you to kind of be kind of a training ground for your ideas, right? The foundation for your ideas. Once you get a clear look at where you are on the ladder, understanding, okay, I need to add these skills in order to get to this position. Now you can really go out and make the most of this adventure called life, right? Question is, will I go another year without clarifying my strategy? What tools are you using? What do you want from your job? What role do you want to be in? Right? Let's get that a strong understanding of where we are and how what we do matters. All right? Another tool, hey, take advantage of it. We're going to continue to put these tools out for you, things that could help you once again be more confident and more productive. All right? Get your money, man. Why not, huh? Why not, baby? You only get one of these things as far as I know. So make the most of it. Simple tools, download them on the site, free tools that could change everything for you. All right? Have an incredible day.